Have you ever wondered why we often end up buying things we don't need or paying extra for products that seem VIP? The consumer market has evolved, bringing with it almost invisible strategies that subtly shape our desires and choices, and often in surprising ways. From irresistible promotions to the power of influencers, we are guided daily by techniques that promise benefits but conceal well-planned traps behind the scenes. The allure of exclusivity, the urgency of a discount, and even manipulated online reviews have a clear purpose: to keep consumers in the game and fully engaged. Imagine a world where purchases are orchestrated to influence us in every detail, where even accepting cookies can transform the browsing experience into a trackable trail of personal data. We're talking about an environment where everything seems designed to capture our attention, making every decision a reflection of digital marketing and psychology strategies. Exaggeration? Know that this is reality for thousands of consumers who, day after day, believe they're getting the best deal or being VIP in every transaction. Here, we're going to delve into these tactics, unveiling the secrets behind sales techniques that range from planned scarcity to addictive app and social media designs. Get ready for a journey that may transform your perspective on consumption. After all, who wouldn't want to understand what goes on behind the scenes and take control of their decisions? In a world where shopping has become almost automatic, companies play a heavy game. They don't just sell. They use persuasive and almost invisible strategies to make us buy more, often without realizing it. Take microtransactions in games, where a few taps can lead to a purchase. And it's not just for gamers. Imagine entering an online shopping site and seeing that subtle reminder of last items or VIP purchase. The psychology behind it is powerful. The rarer it seems, the more irresistible it becomes. Beyond this, algorithms know more about us than we realize. Have you noticed how products that catch our attention magically appear on our timeline? This is the result of years of study on our online behavior. Algorithms are there, watching, testing ways to convince us. They know the best times to show us offers and the types of products that will grab our interest. Want to test it? Try searching for something simple, like a camera, and watch as your upcoming shopping suggestions shift over time. This manipulation goes beyond price or the product itself. The shopping experience is planned as a true spectacle. From the loading page to checkout, everything is meticulously designed to keep you engaged, and perhaps a little enchanted. And it's easy to understand why those one-time offers pop up from time to time. After all, who doesn't want to feel special in a VIP purchase? Don't worry, there are still more tricks on this journey. Scarcity is an old trick, but a highly effective one. Brands like Nintendo and Supreme masterfully use this concept, launching limited products that seem to have a VIP air, just for those who manage to buy them. When we hear something is sold out or available for a limited time, we automatically feel we're missing out on a unique opportunity. This sense of urgency is almost magnetic and, for many, the push needed to buy without hesitation. This exclusivity also creates a sense of belonging to a select group, which raises the product's value in an almost intangible way. Who hasn't felt that desire to own something that nobody else has? It's a strategic game that consumers don't always notice, but marketers know very well. Gaining access to something exclusive is practically a status symbol, almost like an invitation to a special club. And who wouldn't want to be part of that club? Here, the combination of scarcity and personalization becomes unbeatable. It's not just about the purchase. It's about the experience and the feeling of exclusivity. Supreme, for example, has endless lines for each new release, and items, when resold, reach absurd values. All this because it's something exclusive, hard to find, and often linked to a sense of prestige. Want more? Stay tuned, as the next market tactic may be even more surprising. Influencers have changed how we shop, but reality doesn't always match the glamour they portray. Brands and celebrities team up to sell us the idea that a specific product is unmissable or even essential. However, many promoted items aren't as extraordinary as they appear. Have you noticed how suddenly everyone seems to need that detox juice or miracle supplement? This creates automatic trust in the product, as if it's the key to the VIP life the influencer leads. And the impact goes beyond what we see on screen. An influencer's power is about more than just an image. By suggesting something, they create a sense of closeness, as if a friend is recommending it. And who doesn't trust their friends? But the question is, how impartial is this friend? Many promoted products don't deliver the promised benefits, and consumers are swept up in a wave of purchases purely out of trust. A prime example is beauty products that instantly gain popularity on social media but don't always meet quality expectations. This partnership between influencers and brands creates a cycle where the viewer is the focus of the strategy. They're enticed to consume, to desire, to imagine themselves in the shoes of the promoter. It's a game of perceptions where closeness, admiration, and desire blend. So, are all the promoted products really what we need? Perhaps it's time to pay attention to how these influences shape our buying decisions. Accepting cookies quickly is one of the most common and dangerous digital habits. When we click accept without reading, we open the door to extensive tracking of our activities. And this happens constantly. Every visit, every click, and every search is recorded, creating a detailed profile of who we are, what we want, and how we like to shop. It's as if we're handing over a VIP manual of our lives to companies. Cookies go beyond improving our site experience. They feed a network of personal data that is later used to influence us. Have you noticed how, after a quick search for a product, it starts appearing in ads everywhere? This is cookies at work. By tracking us, companies can personalize ads so that consumption becomes almost inevitable. Who doesn't feel tempted when an item they searched for reappears with an exclusive offer? And the impact of accepting cookies doesn't end at the screen. In a world where digital and physical blur, this data even influences what we see in stores, as algorithms adapt offers to our interests. So next time a site asks you to accept cookies, it's worth considering if it's really necessary to hand over so much information. After all, a VIP browsing experience may come at a high price, and our privacy is a value many seek to gain, whether through a purchase or a simple visit. Apps and social networks are designed to be more than just attractive. They're meant to be almost irresistible. Notifications, infinite scrolling, and recommended content create an addictive cycle where time flies by without us even noticing. And it's no accident. The goal is to keep the user engaged, always up to date with the latest. Each notification is a chance for the user to return, increasing screen time and exposure to ads. A real VIP experience on the screens. Infinite scrolling is another classic example. It works like a bottomless pit, where the more one sees, the more one wants to continue. Even those who just wanted to take a quick look end up hooked, often forgetting how much time has passed. Tech companies know this dynamic helps hold attention and, of course, boosts content consumption and ads exponentially. This type of design not only engages but creates a powerful habit. It's almost an extension of the real world into the digital, where everything we need is a click away. But the question is, how far does this addiction go? Are we being led, little by little, to consume not only time but also products? Flash sales like Black Friday are well-crafted traps to capture consumers. Who hasn't been excited by an unmissable discount, only to later find the price was nearly the same at other times of the year? This tactic is widely used to create a sense of urgency and push consumers into impulse buys. The feeling of missing out on a unique opportunity makes many not even question the actual value of the offer. Companies know our reaction to words like offer and discount. When an ad shows reduced prices, the reaction is almost automatic. For consumers, it's a chance to save, but for companies, it's a way to increase sales volume. In many cases, the regular price is inflated just before the promotion, giving the illusion of a discount that doesn't actually exist. A good example can be seen with electronics, where prices are adjusted to create the impression of a big sale. These false discount promises aren't exclusive to events like Black Friday. They repeat throughout the year, with attractive slogans and promotional prices. The idea is always the same: convince customers to make that purchase they may not have planned. It's worth asking, are we truly getting a VIP offer or just being led into unnecessary spending? Online reviews are, in theory, an excellent tool to help with purchase decisions. However, they don't always reflect reality. On platforms like Amazon, it's common to find fabricated reviews where mediocre products receive exaggerated praise. This influence game leaves us feeling that we're making a VIP or smart choice when we're really just falling into another digital marketing trap. These fake reviews are created to manipulate consumer trust. Brands hire people to post praises, inflating the product's popularity. This creates an image of high quality and credibility that is often misleading. Who hasn't read an enthusiastic review and felt convinced that the item was truly indispensable? This instant trust is precisely what companies want to evoke. To protect yourself, it's essential to look beyond star ratings and generic comments. More detailed and specific reviews can be more trustworthy than generic ones. And as we try to decipher who genuinely tried the product and who just played a role, we face a new doubt. Is there a way to really know what's worth it? What many don't know is that gender-based price difference is more common than it seems. Identical products, but labeled for different audiences, often have distinct prices. This practice, called the pink tax, causes women to pay more for everyday items like razors and personal care products. Subtle as it may seem, this tactic reinforces stereotypes and puts consumers in an unequal position, all under the guise of a VIP-level personalization. The logic behind this price difference is often defended by companies as a matter of design or audience preferences. But the truth is that production costs rarely justify the markup. Products with the same function, packaged in different colors, can have a noticeable price gap. A prime example is perfumes, where feminine and masculine fragrances, despite being similar, often have a price disparity that few notice. This practice impacts consumers subtly and consistently. Over time, expenses on items that could cost the same add up. It's up to the consumer to stay alert and, whenever possible, seek more affordable alternatives. After all, is the personalization worth the added cost? Or are we being led to pay more simply by belonging to a certain group? We've reached the end of this journey, but the real starting point is in your hands. With each tactic unveiled, it's impossible not to rethink upcoming purchase decisions and question what we truly need. How can we resist strategies that, while appealing, don't always have our best interests at heart? What will you do with this knowledge now that you know how the market manipulates perceptions and desires? Imagine having the power to spot traps before falling into them, to know when an offer is real or just another well-crafted illusion. This knowledge can change how you consume and even how you view the world. So what will you do with it all? Are you really going to keep buying without noticing what's behind each decision? If this reflection made sense to you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep diving into topics that will open your mind and transform your relationship with consumption. Change is just a click away. Shall we go together?